I'm just, I'm just laughing at Benny Armsoft. It's so funny. Instead of Armstrong, Armsoft. Oh, Nick, you're great. Okay, let's start the show. Let's do it. Nick starts the show this morning, everybody. Nick the Stick. That wasn't a proper start. Let's do this right. Get that volume up and do it again. There we go. That's what we like. A nice, solid, strong start. Who is this guy making all this noise? It's me. Oh my! Oh, there I am. I'm up in the corner there. Look at this. Hey, we got connection issues with the creaky creaks. We got a lot of stuff going on. 14 harmony. Got some windows here to close. Don't fool yourself, it's all in your head. You're the mascot of the next century. Look in the mirrors, count insecurity. I bleed for you, my eyes burn. My point is no, cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. Yeah, just closing some extra windows here. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed. I bleed. Fuck you, fucking Republican. Fuck you. Fuck you, Michelle Bachman. Fuck you. Lying and dying is all that you read. Bullets in from your mouth. Fuck you, fucking Levi's jeans. Fuck you, Ben Johnson. Fuck you. Straight up your nose, some loathsome little dick. Blind and saying drug catching your tip. Hey, Cassie. Whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on radio, all the woman in red. Levi's closing company. It's all your head. It starts with an F. Guess what I told them? Hello! Jenny's Jenny here, reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. Home of Jenny has down and all things Jenny, where you find me and you, the hashtag Jenny's on all forms, sources and sorts of social media, especially on Rumble. If you really want to support this show, well, do it from Rumble, rumble.com, or download it to your smartphone from the Play Store. All right? The only one that gives us free speech. Those of you guys who are still living over there on Facebook, YouTube, and you're refusing to come over to Rumble, at some point, we're not going to be there anymore. So get over to Rumble now, man. Just make the switch now. And then, then there's no gap in the shows. You know, you're not going to be like, there's going to be 6 months where you just totally miss all my shows, and then you come back and everything's changed. Don't do that. Don't fall out with me. Okay? It's just, It's not necessary. You could stay connected. You can hang out here and enjoy the show and get everything out of it that I offer, which is, fun times, man. Fun times will be had by all. I'm going to make sure of that. Bitcoin's having a fun time today. We just hit 41.6. I don't know what the all-time high is right now, but we did hit 41.6. It went up to, it went up to 42. It absolutely went up to 42, guys. 42.108. Exactly as I told you that someone else predicted. It wasn't my prediction. 42 was not my prediction. I got that from Crypto Kid. But I came in as soon as I heard it, and I was like, that's where we're going. He gave really good reasons for it, and we did it. We hit 42. Now, the question is, do we drop all the way back down to 31, or do we keep going up? I don't know. That's the excitement of all this, right? let's get that riverboat video back up in there. Yeah, we're about to go down the tube. Oh no, we already went down the tube. Oh, let's go down the tube again. Here we go. We'll go do that one more time. I feel like watching the video satisfies my craving to do it, like to actually not have to do it in real life, because it's just so fun to watch the video. I'm living vicariously through my own videos. Please leave a thumbs up on the stream. Yes, Nick, thank you. Dave Campione. Hey, Josh G and the rest of you, Crispy Cat, if you guys would please consider giving me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Fun times. Okay, so, let's go back to the beginning of that video. Take it easy. Here we go. Cool, everything's working. So I've got, let's see this morning. What do I have for you? Oh, yeah, you know, Moms for Liberty. Yeah, turns out Moms for Liberty, who hates the LGBTQ community, right? Turns out the mom who started it, she's a lesbian. She's bisexual. Yeah, funny, right? Talk about a freaking self-loathing hypocrite, huh? You know, let's go out and get books banned in the state of Florida that even mention a gay character while you yourself are gay. Yes, the leader of Moms for Liberty is gay. And all of you who support Moms for Liberty are supporting a gay woman who hates gays. That's how stupid all of you are. And all of you that support Moms for Liberty, you all got exactly what you deserved. You know? As gay as they come. You fucking haters. I mean, I support her in her gayness. What I don't support her in doing is hiding the fact that she's gay and subverting, you know, other gay people. Psychotic, right? Yeah, I went down the left tunnel. I got a whole bunch of videos of it. Where have you been, bro? We've been watching videos every day of me going down the left tunnel. It's Caitlyn Jenner energy. It is Caitlyn Jenner energy. You're right. Yeah, it is. Very hypocritical. So, you know, be gay. Just stop hating on other people for being gay. You know, and stop trying to go after books because there's a gay character in them. You're one of the gay characters. You're the gay character in your own gay story, Moms for Liberty Bibberty. And from now on, they will always be known as Moms for Liberty Bibberty. I swear to God, if you're going to call them anything, there better be a B at the end of that L. Just like LGBTQ. Moms for Liberty Bibberty. That is the new name of it. All of you need to use that in my chat. If you ever mention Moms for Liberty Bibberty, it's got to be described as such. Moms for Liberty Bibberty. Just like if you ever mention Ron DeSantis, it needs to be preceded by the word that cunt, Ron DeSantis. And then you can mention his name. That cunt, Ron DeSantis. And then go on with whatever it is you want to say. You like my rules? I like my rules too. They're funny. Wayne's World Paintball Tournament. Wayne's World. Okay, so that's where you've been. Why didn't you turn all your paintballer buddies on into fucking Nay's Garden, bro? Y'all could have been paintballing and watching fucking Nay's Garden, man. You would have seen the price of Bitcoin exploding. 41,500. Holy moly, look at this, guys. That's news in itself. Oh, and Harmony. Yeah, Harmony's, that's news too. Check this out. 14. Yay, Harmony finally moved up. Moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up. Finally got a piece of the crypto. Moving on up. What? Bye. Enjoy your workout, Mom. Love you. If anybody gets in your way, just run them over. I used to say drive safely. I'm changing that up today. Anybody gets in your way, just run them over. That's what airbags are for. Nice hairstyle. Thank you, Dank. That's random and crazy, but thank you. I styled it myself. I cut it myself. Yes, thank you. It's a little off. Actually, it needs a little work. Much like this show does. I just refuse to give a generic production for you guys, you know, like every other podcast you've ever watched with a green screen and the title of video and all that shit in the back. No. We're very casual here in the garden. It's Nay's casual garden. And we keep things cash. We don't even speak the word casual. We're so cash that we just say cash. That's how cash we are. Moms for Liberty, Bibberty, Gibberty, Tibberty, Quibberty. Close enough. Moms for Liberty, Bibberty. It's all it's got to be is Liberty, Bibberty, like the commercial. I was pissed. Really? Did you guys lose your paintball fight? Oh, you were pissed that you missed what was going on with Bitcoin. Where are the Bitcoin prices at? And now look where the Bitcoin is. Maybe I shouldn't pay attention to the price and it shoots up. I know. That's what I said too. I was like, you don't ever like when Nick and I first got into Bitcoin way back, back in April of 2021, I think it was. 2021, I believe. I remember Nick would come into the show, he had bought himself a little bit of Bitcoin and he would be like, Bitcoin, go, 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 Bitcoin. I was like, Bitcoin doesn't like that. Bitcoin doesn't like that. Every time we ever do that, it goes down. It's like, you cannot cheer Bitcoin on. And we started learning the ins and outs of Bitcoin. How to communicate with the crypto. So we found out, if we just ignore it and we don't look at it, it goes up. When we sit there and you try to cheer it on, it goes down. When you buy more, the value goes down. It's like you could buy yourself into the cheapest Bitcoin of all time, man. Just every time it drops, buy a little more. It'll drop a little more. Buy some more. It drops, buy a little bit more until it's at that point where you're like, okay, now I'm going to blow my load. This is the time. I'm going to just buy it all right now. Now I was only doing little tiny increments, but now I'm just going to totally throw it all away. This is my spot. This is my time. So, I hope you guys are all seeing profits in your little Bitcoin wallets that you have. The way to win in Bitcoin is use other investments. I don't know what that means at all. Nature in back. Yes, we've got Nature. Oh yeah. Oh, you want to see this, Nature? Floating down my creek, buddy? You want to float down my creek, buddy? I'll show you my creek, buddy. There you go. Moms for Liberty, Bibberty. I love it. It will always be Moms for Liberty, Bibberty. And they will always be a joke. 154? Dude, you're making money? Where's that money coming from, bro? Holy shit, look at you. Making some money in the cryptos. I love it. I love it. So, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Bibberty, Liberty, Bibberty. Oh, dude, I can't wait for the first person in chat to say that cunt, Ron DeSantis. I'll be like, yes, yes. BitConnect. BitConnect! Arriba! BitConnect! BitConnect! First we bump it, then we dump it. First we bump it, then we dump it. We pump, we dump, we pump, we dump, we dump. Then we pump, we pump, we dump, we dump, we dump. I've made $1 off your $5 gift so far. Juice Man, thanks again. Wow, dude. Imagine if that was $500 you would have made $100, right? That's what you just learned, Juice Man. You learned that when I bought you that $5 of Bitcoin, if you had bought $95 more after I had given you the 5, then my bad, I gave you $5. If you had bought $495, my bad. If you bought $495 more of Bitcoin after I gave you the 5, you'd have an extra $100. Your Bitcoin went up 20%, bro. That's unbelievable. 1/5. That's an unbelievable, incredible investment. And now you can see it. Your own money went up. And now you know that if you had money sitting in the bank, it's still sitting in the bank and it did nothing. If you take that money like I do and you moved it into the Bitcoin, it'd go up in value like mine did. That's what I'm trying to teach all you guys. And if you have money sitting in banks and you want to do that, that's something you can look at. That's something you can learn from this show. Romaine's up $5 on what you've given her. Excellent. You've got other crypto, just not in Cash App. Okay, Juice Man. Juice Man Juice. Juice Man Juice. Man's got juice. 64 Juice. Juice Man Juice. Juice by Mary. Mary's got juice. I've made 10 to 15 off the Bitcoin you sent me, even after the $5 I sent you back. Josh G. Hell yeah. Josh G, thank you for sending me Bitcoin back. Thank you for that. And imagine that, you guys, all the money that I've given you, I could have held on to that money and it would have been that would have made me even more money. But I want you to make the money and I want you to learn and I want you to make that choice for yourself, whether that's something that would work for you or not. Crypto's not for everybody, and it's okay. But for those of you that it can help, I want to help, And for those of you it can't help, I want to help you guys too, however I can. Let me know what I got to do. Be connected. 4 people watching across the other channels. Look, if you guys are watching across the other channels, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, you guys don't have to be lonely. You can come over to the Rumble and come hang out with all the people. All the people. We got people, man. Oh, did I not pop the chat out? I didn't. That's why it's not showing up. Okay, there we go. Always got to remember to pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Oh, I still don't see the chat. Is that it? No. Huh. Chat, there it is. Cool, there it is. There you are. Look at that. Already selected. Everything. Oops, that is wrong. Okay, this is what we want to do. We'll go like this. Okay. And we'll go like this. And Nay can teach you a lot if you just listen. Thanks, Juice Man. Yeah, you guys. I'm here to teach you guys stuff. I like sharing the knowledge, man. One of the best parts of podcasting is sharing what you know. And another great thing about podcasting is giving the world something that no one else can give them. And having that special thing, that whether it's knowledge or a talent or something funny or whatever that no one else has the ability to do, and you can do it, that's what podcasts are for. I was having fun with my significant other, and I was just being silly. I was making jokes, and I realized how sad that her and I have this together, that we can have this fun and laughter and joy, and none of my audience was included in that. None of you guys, I didn't know what any of you guys were doing, and I was like, this is almost like a comedy sketch that you guys should be hearing. We were laughing so hard, and I felt bad for all of you guys that couldn't be a fly on the wall on that conversation, because I knew you all would have gotten just extreme joy out of it. And it makes me realize that the conversations we have, whether they're on the show or off the show, they have so much value. And I don't give as much credit to the conversation, whether it's just a one-on-one conversation or speaking, that I should. You know, it really does have a lot more value than what I realize. Wear GoPro at all times. Blow up boat. It's just a raft. What am I watching? Dank's like, what am I watching? It's a raft. It's like a little pool float. And I've got a creek next to my house. And I put some boards in front of the culvert to make the water a little higher so I could float down it. Hey, Facebook user, who are you? Let me know who you are. And come on over to the Rumble. Whoever you are. There's a link right there, even though you're not going to see it from Facebook anyway. Facebook doesn't give links. You should either be watching from any other channel, or specifically, please consider watching from rumble.com/user/Nay's Garden. Or download the Rumble app on your smartphone, set up an account, and then go to Nay's Garden on Rumble, and then watch from there. We're watching Bitcoin hit 41,600, guys. And it already did hit the 42 target. Now we don't know what it's going to do. So all bets are off at this point. And we would probably have to go to a longer chart to try to figure out where it's headed, which is something that I'm not really that versed at. Not well versed. I wonder what the average value purchase price of Bitcoin is for corporations, the whales and the big purchasers. I wonder at what price has most sold Bitcoin for those people. I'd like to find that out. I think it was 47,000, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's like when Bitcoin got to a certain place, that's when the companies were like, yeah, we better get in on this. It's, we don't want to wait any longer. Liberty Bibberty. Moms for Liberty Bibberty. So if you're a fan of Moms for Liberty because they pick on, because they bully the LGBTQ community, guess what? Their leader, their dear leader of Moms for Liberty Bibberty, she's part of the LGBTQ community. You guys have been fucking suckered by a phony, by a self-loathing LGBTQ lady. So let's do 24. Let's just do 24. 24. It's Megsy. My daughter uses my phone for her Rumble. Okay, Megsy Williams is the Facebook user. Megsy, if you go to Facebook, if you go to Restream, if you go to chat.restream.io/chat, it'll accept you and it'll show your name from Facebook. Okay, here we go. No law regarding cannabis. The leader of Moms for Liberty Bibberty is part of the LGBTQ community. For all of you who thought, that Moms for Liberty Bibberty spoke for you, just so you know, you've been led around by someone from the LGBTQ community to do so. Cheers. What a fucking cunt. Liberty Bibberty. Liberty Bibberty. Oh, we're going down. Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon. Watch that rock on the right. No! Padow. That's fun. Liberty Fibberty. Yeah, that's a good one too. Liberty Gibberty. Liberty Liberty. Mom's for Liberty. Mom's for lies, Birdie. Bibberty. Mom's for lies, Birdie Bibberty. So on November 17th, this guy put up a tweet, and he said, Bitcoin will be between 40 and 50K by the year's end. Don't fear, don't worry, victory belongs to those who believe. Yeah! That feels so good! That feels so good! Liberty, gay gibberty. Gay moms for Liberty Bibberty. So I guess it's bisexual moms for Liberty Bibberty. There's a tweet in there somewhere. I should put it on Truth Social. Those are all the motherfuckers that follow Moms for Liberty Bibberty. So I guess it's LGBTQ Moms for Liberty Bibberty now? Moms for threesomes, dude! Oh my god, the hashtag already exists. I fucking love it. How is there a number in a hashtag? Dude, they're hashtagging numbers now? You can hashtag numbers now. So I just I'm trying trendy 2178. Where's my thinky face? I need my thinky face. I loves my thinky face. Moms for threesomes. I wonder how many hardcore Christians just left that organization, Moms for Liberty, when they found out that she was sleeping with another woman. Blasphemy! Sinners! I thought you cared about our children. You're setting a poor example for the children. You're gay. You're setting a bad example. You're grooming the children. Your very existence is grooming the children. Really? Are your children that weak-minded? Well, maybe you should raise them smarter. You know, you're worried about them being groomed by anybody? If anybody, the parents should be the only ones grooming the children. And if you're grooming your children, it should be to be intelligent and to learn things on their own and to be, able to just common sense their way through shit. So if you're worried about your children, I'd worry about you first. You're not doing your fucking job as a parent. Do your fucking job. Teach your children well. Dude, what is this? What is he saying? What's he going to say? Dude, where was that video? What was I looking at? God bless America. I don't know what just happened. Dude, that is so just not cool. Liberty Bibberty.
Crypto Kids, Bitcoin is trading above 41,000 US dollars, and we've kind of entered that market structure where Bitcoin just ends up pumping. Now, this happens usually when we enter into a new bull market, so we're going to discuss about that and much, much more on today's video, so make sure to watch until the end. But ladies and gents, destroy that like button. That would mean the world to me, especially now that Bitcoin's over 41,000 US dollars. But without further ado, let's jump in to the Bitcoin price action. But guys, as you all know, we've been running a 1,000 USDT giveaway with Bitflex, and the winner for the 1,000 USDT giveaway is Ray. So Ray, massive congrats. The Bitflex team should be reaching out to you very soon. We'll be doing more giveaways in the future. A lot of cool stuff with Bitflex, and if you are looking for a place to trade, of course, you can head over to the video description down below and sign up. It just takes you 20 seconds to sign up and start trading. But guys, let's jump in to the Bitcoin technical analysis, because I know that's what you guys are wondering about and what's going to happen next. So we're gonna do a kind of a rundown on what's happened in the previous couple of months for Bitcoin, and we're gonna jump into the macro time frame in terms of the parabola. I have an interesting metric for you over there, and the next key level of resistance. So looking at what's been happening for the past couple of months, Bitcoin was trading within this parallel channel, and all of these pumps then retracements towards the downside have all been caused by the same news, the ETF news, right? Especially this parabolic bullish move that we've had, it's been caused by the ETF news. Now, looking at the data as well, this pump towards the upside, just like the bull markets before, it's not from the new entrants into the market from new users. It's actually the same users that we've been seeing in previous cycles. So we're not actually seeing a lot of new entrants go into the market. It's kind of the same people that are causing this pump alongside institutional investors. So that aside, Bitcoin had a $38,000 target from this particular parallel channel, which of course we smashed above. Now, if we jump into lower time frames,
I just complimented him for not saying
Bitcoin
smash.
Created a rising wedge. Now, in the previous video, I mentioned that rising wedges in technical analysis usually do end up breaking towards the downside. However, of course, there's always the chance we break
Good
up,
juice, man.
right? And
Juice man's got juice. Juice man's got juice. Juice got juice, man. Man's got juice.
If you wanted to take the trade, you could do so. So if I jump into the previous video,
juice by juice man. Juice by juice man. Juice man's got juice. Juice man's got juice. Yay, juice man.
You would be in pretty large profits. Now, the take profit for this trade was at $43,290. Now, if you're wondering why that was the particular target, well, the reason is that at 43.2K exactly, Bitcoin will face a lot of resistance. We can see that in Bitcoin's history, we came down to this level, found beautiful support, found resistance, dumped towards the downside. So it's been pretty important in Bitcoin's history. Of course, it's not as important as this 31K level, which now I call as the bear market, bull market line, because if we're above it, then I think we're in a bull market. If we're below it, then we're in a bear market. I think that's what this level is now known
31,200.
So the next level of resistance Bitcoin will face will be at $43,200. Now, there's something very interesting that's been happening. And this interesting thing is that in the last 7 candles, now the 8th one, Bitcoin has been pumping. So if we jump into my tweet that I posted just a couple of minutes ago, actually it's been over an hour, so Bitcoin has created 7 consecutive green candles. Now, just so you can see it more clearly, I'll zoom out. So you can see that back in 2020, Bitcoin pumped for 7 candles consecutively, and now in 3 years. After 3 exact years, Bitcoin has done 8 candles, including the one that we're trading right now. So that's incredibly bullish, because if we zoom back in, we can see that after this 7 consecutive candle pump, Bitcoin went over 257% towards the upside. Now, of course, history doesn't repeat exactly, but coming up towards the halving especially, I think Bitcoin can continue its momentum towards the upside. So if we go into the macro halving chart, Bitcoin is still in this parabola, and it's coming towards the halving. We're around 4 months away from the Bitcoin
He's not saying halving anymore.
Previous cycles, excluding this one.
Dude, I am so proud of myself for teaching this kid how to talk, man. I am completely responsible for this. This is the evolution of him learning how to say halving. He's not there yet, but he was saying halving. And I was like, bro, you don't pronounce the L. So now he's just saying halving.
Because of COVID. So COVID did take us down pretty hard, but we did retrace back towards the upside. So this is an anomalous value because of an external factor.
You know?
So if we look at previous halvings, which were 4 months before, we actually saw
halvings
pretty weirdly around the exact same pump. A 96.68% pump.
I'm really proud of him for not saying the L anymore, man. I've been getting on him about it.
Value,
it's hilarious.
Intricate value, but it was basically a similar pump.
Okay, my audio just cut out. Give me a second, guys. I've got to flip my my charger cable. Flipping the charger cable. Sometimes I have to do. It's what I got to do here in summertimes. Am I gonna flip the charger cable? Am I gonna flip the charger cable? Oh, you guys saw my bathing suit? I mean, my shorts? Yeah, pretty cool, huh? You didn't know that I was wearing shorts? Now you know.
So that's pretty crazy, right? It's actually a pretty crazy coincidence. And now looking at where we are right now, Bitcoin is already pumped.
Top of the hour, time to dab.
We've already gone up about 9% just in the past 4 days since the start of this month, right? So 9% is pretty crazy. And if we go into the halving, then and we were to see a 96%
let's just
pump.
Pause right there. I'm just gonna say he said halving again. That's not why I paused it. Aren't you guys glad I gave you crypto when I did? So you guys could learn this. Like, we timed it perfectly. Dude, we were down at 37,250. And I was buying it up and kept saying, this is my average. This is right around my average purchase right here. My only regret is that I didn't just go totally crazy and take all my money and throw it in. You know, I still have way too much money sitting in the banks. Psst.
Of course, that's going to be like above the past all-time high. So am I saying this is going to happen? Probably not the next all-time high, but what we can definitely suggest is that Bitcoin can come up to the next level of resistance, which will be at $47,000. So this is kind of my target for the Bitcoin halving, which will be coming at around March. So March or April. Now,
so he's thinking it's going to hit 47 from the halving. This is going to be very interesting to hear what different people's predictions are now for what Bitcoin will be at the halving. We've got $50,000 by the end of the year predicted, and then you got 4 more months. By someone who's nailed it. This guy, Jimmy Boss, he fucking nailed the prediction. November 17th, he said it's going to hit 40 to 50,000 by the end of the year.
Now, if I get my line, so this vertical line, we can highlight March over here, or the end of March, start of April. So about there, Bitcoin will see the halving, and towards the halving, I think we can come up to the $47,000 level. So that's what I'd be saying. And just another oscillator to support this argument, it's the ADXR and the ADX. So what the ADX does is, it's actually the blue line here. Whenever we see a new trend, if the ADX is increasing and it's at a high point, then this suggests that this trend is a strong trend. So the ADX is increasing, meaning this strong trend, it's pretty strong, right? So this trend that we're seeing, this bullish trend, is pretty strong. We've crossed above the ADXR, and the ADXR is basically, it measures 14 different candles.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you follow Crypto Kid on YouTube, and how many of you have all notifications turned on for Crypto Kid? How many of you are following Crypto Kid on YouTube? The reason I ask is because I firmly believe he gives really good technical analysis of Bitcoin and can give you really good insight as to where it's going and what's going on and why things are happening, because he's really tuned into what's going on with world events and what's going on with the technical analysis from different sources. He's got access to different sources, and he's really pumped up about it. You know, he makes a lot of money doing it. Yeah, well, in my opinion, if you guys want to be more involved in your finances, I think you should follow Crypto Kid, man. It's, you know, I try to bring it to you, but I'm getting a lot of my information right from him. Okay, let's do 42.40. We can just do 42.42. 42.32.
Rates an average, so of the ADX, meaning that it's even a stronger trend that the ADXR is also increasing. So that's a little bit of a complicated oscillator, but it's a good thing. It means that the current bullish trend is strong for Bitcoin. Now, the last thing that I'll mention, this Dogecoin trade that we discussed about on previous videos. So about the break of this triangle. Now Dogecoin just hit 9 cents, which is not bad whatsoever, and we've pumped about 25%. We were discussing about this triangle breakout, so if you did decide to trade Doge, massive congrats to you. You would have been up 25%. I've already spoke about how bullish that I'm on Dogecoin, so yeah. That is pretty cool. We've not seen 9 cents for Dogecoin in a long time. The last time we saw 9 cents were in April of 2023. So
no law regarding cannabis,
guys,
everybody. 42.42. Cheers.
Video. I think if I jump back onto my browser, I may have a couple of more things to discuss about. So this is a pretty cool metric. After the Binance settlement, we saw that actually Bybit and Coinbase saw the most inflow of Bitcoin, whereas Binance saw and other US exchanges saw massive outflows of Bitcoin from their exchanges. So that's pretty interesting. And in terms of how we're performing within the month, I believe it should be this one. December is not a bad month whatsoever. It's a bit of a 50-50 month, but we have pumped more than we've decreased in December. And this month, it is supporting that claim. So December is usually a good month. So let's see what happens by the end of this month, and of course by the end of this year. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm super happy that Bitcoin's pumping. Crypto Kids, welcome back to another video. Today, Bitcoin has hit $39,000, and yes, we do have some breaking news from the Fed Chair Powell, but I'll get to that in just a second. But let's take a moment to celebrate Bitcoin hitting $39,000, and you know what that deserves? I think that deserves some confetti. So guys, that is actually the highest amount Bitcoin has come to in the last 570 days. So that is pretty impressive. And in the last video, Bitcoin was trading around $37,000. So if we jump into the 4-hourly time frame, I was discussing about this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is of course bullish, and that had a target of around $40,000. So if we just quickly measure the target of this inverse head and shoulders, we can put it above the neckline, which should give us about a $40,000 target.
See, I always double that.
Very, very bullish. So earlier on,
I don't know which chart he's on. I don't think he's on the 24-hour.
Profits off of the table on my free free Telegram community. But it's looking pretty cool. Now we're retracing back into the 38,600.
Yeah,
but
he's on like
$39,000 Bitcoin is not too bad whatsoever. However, we do still need to be a little bit careful here. So if I just get rid of the inverse head and shoulders and we jump back onto the daily time frame, I think Bitcoin still needs to confirm this breakout on the daily candle. If within the next 7 hours and 13 minutes we confirm this breakout, then it could be a good time to potentially enter into a long position. And what I would personally do is if I just measure the height of this ascending wedge and put it above the final breakout zone, what we can do is we can see that there's a target of $43,000. And if we have a look at our macro chart, so I think it was this one, there we go. $43,200 is massive resistance for Bitcoin, because we can see that Bitcoin came to this level multiple times.
Dude, people could buy $300 of Bitcoin from Cash App and pay it back.
So I think if Bitcoin can come back to this level, we'll find some very, very good resistance on the price, and that could be a potential take profit zone. So yes, we gotta just wait for the confirmation here. The way I would personally take this trade is I would trade the breakout, again, wait for the confirmation, wait for this candle to close. Let's say it closed about there, put my take profit to 43.2 and put my stop loss around here.
43.
Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice. This is just my own personal TA only. Always resistance on the price, and that could be a potential take profit zone. So for support, we found major resistance. So I think if Bitcoin can come back to this level, we'll find some very, very good resistance on the price, and that could be $100 is massive resistance. Our macro chart, so I think it was this one, there we go. $43,200 is
$43,200, right? 43.2.
Massive resistance for Bitcoin, because we can see that Bitcoin came to this level multiple times on its history. We found major support, we found major resistance. So I think if Bitcoin can come back to this level, we'll find some very, very good resistance on the price, and that could be a potential take profits.
Resistance isn't good. He says very good resistance. It's not good, man. We want the value to go up, bro. We all make money when it goes up, but he makes money when it goes down because he fucking shorts it. Edwin Sparks, cheers. Megsy, cheers. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Nothing I really want to go over there right now. How long is it? 7 minutes?
I've been covering this for.
Yep.
I've been covering this for.
Yeah, we kind of
several weeks. Well, no, but what's new, and this is a big update, is that now you have mainstream media outlets like the New York Times also saying, which I said a couple of weeks ago, there were reports, these were not mainstream media, but reports saying that IDF soldiers were raising the alarm that Hamas was planning something. There was many of the guns, etc., that Hamas had came from IDF bases, meaning someone was helping them get them.
well, I mean, this is the most surveilled place on the planet.
Yeah.
You can't take a piss without Israel knowing about it, and yet somehow they managed. It's like that just never. That never felt right to me.
Yes, well, that's what I told you guys from the very start.
From 2007 and 2008, that showed that Israel wanted Hamas to grow because it would allow them to treat Palestine as a, quote unquote, worthy adversary, as opposed to just pummeling somebody while they're down. Of course, Hamas is still not a quote unquote worthy adversary because they have nowhere near the amount of firepower or even human power that the Israeli army does. But yeah, it just never felt right to me that like, oh, Israel can tell you if which Palestinian took a shit today, but it didn't know that this was coming. That's
Right.
That just
Yeah, they know exactly where every single Hamas fighter is within tunnels underground, yet they had no idea that the largest attack they've seen in decades was going to happen. And so now you have even the New York Times. This is Yahoo reposting the New York Times.
because New York Times is a paywall, which is like ridiculous that you'd have to pay to read that shit.
I know.
Sorry.
But so now you have even the New York Times saying Israel knew Hamas's attack plan for more than a year. Israeli officials obtained Hamas's battle plan for October 7th more than a year before it happened. Documents, emails, and interviews show. But Israeli, now I think this is where you get into the propaganda, Israeli military and intelligence dismissed it as aspirational and never thought it was going to be much. But do you really think when Israel's going in like pre-October 7th, they would go into Gaza, they'd go into West Bank, and they'd murder people, they'd imprison, they'd already had 5,000 people imprisoned on zero, nothing charges that they suspected of something or some bullshit like that. So do you really think they just allow Hamas to plan this type of thing, thinking it wasn't going to be anything? Or do you think they allowed Hamas to plan this type of thing because they knew this would serve as an in for them to achieve their ethnic cleansing aims? To me, the second possibility is just far more likely. The 40-page document, which Israeli authorities codenamed Jericho Wall, had point by point how it was going to go down, and all of it ultimately held true. The translated document, which was viewed by the New York Times, did not set a date for the attack, but described a methodical assault, etc., etc. The plan also included details about the location and size of Israeli military forces, communication hubs, sensitive information, raising questions about how Hamas gathered its intelligence and whether there were leaks from inside the Israeli security establishment. I think we're seeing more and more evidence coming out that Israel allowed this to happen because it serves their ends. And that's what your mainstream media can't tell you. And until this New York Times article, they weren't even saying that Israel knew in advance about any of this.
Well, right, and it's like, because if you look at corporate media, which I don't really recommend, but the question, anytime somebody's asked as like why they support rights for Palestinians or whatever, it's always like, well, what about October 7th? What about October 7th? So that's very convenient for Israel to have that. To use that to basically, it's kind of like the U.S. used 9/11. Well, we're invading Iraq. But that had nothing. But 9/11, you're like, why are you yelling? That has nothing to do with and it would
Right.
just like it would be used as a way to shut down any kind of conversation about the realities and the total injustice of the situation. And that's exactly what October 7th. I mean, just the fact that we talk about it, right? It's just October 7th. And I don't have to say the attacks that happened in Israel. You just know, right? It's become like that. It's already become that part of our zeitgeist, October 7th. So that is so convenient for Israel because now instead of just going and carpet bombing Gaza, they can point to something. And so many people who want to just do like the both sidesing, or they're scared of being called anti-Semitic, even though Palestinians are Semitic, and this is, just Google it, it's not that damn hard. But like they're like, oh, but October 7th. So that is so useful, and it's so sick and twisted because this is a playbook that we've seen many times before as well.
Yeah, and I mean, when you put all this together, that the IDF was just indiscriminately bombing people. You have admissions from tank gunners saying they were told to fire on civilian structures, even though they knew there were civilians in there. And it's like, not only did Israel seemingly allow this to happen, have all the warnings this was happening and allow it to happen, but then when it actually happens, they do half the killing themselves.
Yeah. Well, and if you just look at like the evidence from the kibbutzes or from the people basically burned to a crisp in their cars, Hamas does not have that military technology.
Right.
Like they do not have Apache helicopters. Like if you just know, and I don't even know that much about military weaponry. Like I was the person out organizing against the war. I know dick about military weaponry, and yet I'm looking at all of these military experts pointing out, okay, this can't do that, and that can't do this, and that's obvious, and I could look at this in 1 second, tell you that that's physically impossible to do with the weaponry that Hamas has. It's like, you don't have. I mean, this is just simple shit.
But to help get to the bottom of this, Israel has announced they will be shredding and burying all of the cars involved in the attack that still have blood and bullet holes, etc. They're all going to be shredded and buried because that'll help us sort out.
I thought they said that because they were doing that because it's environmentally friendly.
They did.
Oh,
It's
okay.
environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
You think that's the real reason?
Oh, I feel like Israel's very green, Lee. I don't.
Very
know
green. Very green.
Yeah, so that was unexpected, but hopefully you guys were enjoying the trip down the creek while I was absent. In my absence, of course, I was absent, but now I am here. Life's little emergencies, they do pop up from time to time, I must say. Move aside and let the man go through. Doom, doom, doom. Bow, 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 bow. Boom, 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 boom. If I stole a boom, 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 somebody else's wave to fly up, boom, 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 boom. If I rose up, boom, boom, with the avenue behind me, boom, 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 boom. Some kind of verb, boom, 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 boom. Some hands motioning, boom, 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 boom. To rise, to rise, to rise. Boom, 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 boom. Too fat, you must cut lean. You gotta take the elevator to the mezzanine, chump. Change in its own, super bonbon, super bonbon, super bonbon. Too fat, you must cut lean. You gotta take the elevator to the mezzanine, chump. Change in its own, super bonbon, super bonbon, super bonbon. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. You guys ready for another ride? River adventure. You're going to the right. Correct calls, Captain. No, sit back on the seat, Captain. You're going under. We're sinking. Oh, there you go. All the water's directed to the left side now. It is so fast. It's so much faster than that on the left side. All the water goes to the left now. So it just shoots straight down that fucking bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. So, I think I figured something out. When I'm transferring files off of my computer, if they're being recorded to this to the regular drive, the hard drive, I can transfer them over to the solid state drive quickly. And then I could probably transfer them off the computer faster, too, from the solid state than from the other drive. I just realized all that. And I'm like, okay, so I've changed where these videos get recorded to as well. They should all be going to the solid state drive. My drive got overwritten again. I mean, it got overbooked is what I'm saying. There's like 366 megabytes left on the drive or something. So, luckily it doesn't take long to transfer those files over, which is what I started doing this morning. Just started having enough to do this show, and if I was experiencing any issues, it could very well have been that I was running out of space on that drive. So, it won't happen again though, because now these videos will be getting recorded to the other drive. I'm pretty sure I got it all fixed. I just changed the drive where it was going to, and basically checked that too. The green moss over there, the algae on the left on those sandbags, they're actually cement bags. They're poured bags of concrete. They dry, they harden, and they become like rocks. From the look of it, they pour it that day. Looks like they just fill the bags and throw them down, so they form that, they kind of mold against each other. At least that's what it looks like to me. I've noticed some eroding going on the other side of the street, not related to what I'm doing over here. So I took a picture of it, forwarded it to some people. My homeowners association should see it, and hopefully they'll come fill it in. It just needs some rocks thrown under there to support the street. The street's gonna freaking cave in. Right there where I'm standing, if you were to turn your head and look up towards the street, it's where the gutter is, where there's just a little water gutter thing, and underneath it's totally eroded out. Checks your bridge, the county. You haven't seen the left. Here, I got videos. All right, here's the left side, bro. Left side Twix versus right side Twix. Bitcoin's down to 41,225. Big drop. Big drop right now on Bitcoin. What's up, everybody? Here I am sitting at my my culvert at the end of my driveway, and I've done this, and I'm gonna go down the left side for the first time. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna pull 2 boards off of that side. There's gonna be a lot of water flowing through. I'm waiting. I guess I don't have to wait any longer for it. It's deep enough. Yeah, that creek goes to frickin'. It eventually ends up in the St. Johns River out in the ocean, bro. So let's go over there and. It goes through like 2 different rivers from this one. This drains into the Lower Wekiva, goes into the Wekiva River. That goes into the St. Johns. And that goes into the ocean. It's a waste of water. Ready to pull the second board, and I'm just going to have to find a place to put it. I think I'll just put it over here on the other side. Okay, guys. Get this ready here. And we'll do first. I know to set up properly this time. On this thing. Here we go. All right, guys. Here we go. Okay, this is the left side too.
Good morning.
Legs up. Hey, what's up, bro? There's a lot of force. Holy moly. Holy sh.
Dude, that water's deep as shit, dude, on that left. Oh.
Okay. I got stuck in the dam, but it was fun. Go. That's actually the left side. I know it looks like the right side, but it's a reversed image. Because I'm using the reverse camera. That block went right down. Now we could go through.
Ooh.
But oh well, fail, but fun. Let's see here. And there's going to be this one. This one's pretty good. Hey, everybody, gonna go down one more time. Why not? It's plenty of water. Dude, plenty of water and mosquitoes. Let's get out of here. Let's get our. Let's get out. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah! Oh, dude, yes, almost. Yes! Yeah! We did it. We did it. Then we got hung up on that one. Oh no, we're good. That one's moved now. We're good. The one I got hung up right there, I moved that rock. That's the one that fell over on my ankle. I've had enough. I've had enough of the creek. Okay. Hit my ankle. So we made it all the way down that time, and it was fantastic. So that was cool,
now
man.
that
It does work. So this is the newest version, man.
Good, dude.
that's what
Yay.
that's what it looks like.
I've had enough of the
And
creek. Okay.
that's the left
So we
side.
made it all the way down that
And
time.
you can see how there's like barely any water coming out of the right, which, you know, what from the other side is the right side. It's all coming down that left freaking culvert tube, bro, and going down that.
It's fantastic.
All the rocks
So that
out of the
was
way.
Man. It does work. So this is the newest version, man. Yay! So excited.
Look how happy you are,
Just gonna
dude.
show
I
off.
love
There
it.
is. There's wild finish to his wild ride. There it is. Beautiful.
Happiness.
Yeah,
Take
man.
a screen still of that.
Contagious.
How do we take a screen still of that? I do not know.
Okay, whatever.
No, I got the bro. You should see it now. I got all the boards out. It's totally done.
Oh, it's dope.
It's totally down, but it only takes 1 hour to dam it up. And once it's dammed up, you pull the left side board, and you can leave there. You can leave the bottom 8-foot board in, or you can just. You don't even need to use that actually.
You mean in front of the tubes, right? That board? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the boards.
That are like in the way of the two tunnels.
Yeah. You can see them.
Dude, plenty of water and mosquitoes. Let's get out of here. Let's get our. Plenty of water, too.
Well, for just a second.
Oh, okay, I see it.
So the boards are over they block the whole thing, and if you look at the bottom, there's a 2x4 that goes it's 8 foot. It goes all the way across the bottom, and it works really good to keep water going from underneath the boards. And I actually left that in and went right. I go right over that because there's so much water now coming out on the left side, so I can leave that board in and still go. But now I'm not even going to do that now. Now I'm just going to use two basically 2 big boards, one for each side. There's not going to be an 8-footer in there anymore. That's off to the side now. I might even take it away from there. And then just pull the one board out on the left side.
With that wood right there, you can actually see the scale of how big the pipe is. You know, because in the videos when you're floating through the pipe, you really can't. It looks like the pipe is much smaller than what that looks like right there. That shit is big.
Yep.
41,000. Let's go. Let's go 60K.
40, 43. What did they say? 40, 42. No, he said 43. I can't remember what he said. 43.
Oh, for the prediction?
Yeah, 43,000. I think he said 43,000.
Is that what they're predicting that we're gonna top before the year ends or what?
No, that's the next place that he thinks it's going to go.
Oh, the next push.
That could be right now.
Right.
If it's too deep, yeah, bro. I mean, the water level's been over both of those pipes before from hurricanes. So, I mean, you don't even see the fucking tops of them, bro. You don't even see them, and there's so much water shooting through there. It's unreal, bro. It's so loud and awesome. But the reason it does that is because when it's raining a lot, this isn't just water coming from these 2 springs, and not just from rainwater on both sides of the creek and in the creek, which it is. It's also because the creek is being fed from this one area. It's like a small lake. It's fucking huge. And that thing's filling up with a shit ton of water too. So the spring runs through that. It's on a golf course. The halving. All right, who's still here, man?
I'm just making coffee. This coffee grinder is fucking loud.
Let me know who's still here. I only got 1 person in the chat, maybe 2. No, you can't. This lake is it's a chain of lakes. It's the chain of lakes that goes between the neighborhood and the golf course. We walked it all the way back to the spring. It was huge, bro.
You got any waterfalls that come off that?
No,
That spring?
no, no. It's all flat around here. And the most activity is where you see me sitting.
Okay. He said, I got the waterfall.
Yeah, basically it's right there. I mean, that's the crashiest, loudest thing near on my little system. Now down in the neighborhood
Hmm.
at the park, bro, there's a beautiful spill out. It's loud as hell. It's powerful. It's it fills this area. It's all like crystal clear, like blue water. Oh my god, bro, it's fucking gorgeous. I should go on my cell phone and dip down there on my fucking Jeep, bro. Do a reconnaissance for you guys. Drewski needs $25. Everybody, send Drewski money. Everybody, send Drewski some money, man, so he can get some cannabis.
I don't know.
So that's it. We got 2 people in the chat. All right. You guys are a shame. Thank you, Dave Campione and Trendy Drewski. And Steven Running is on YouTube. 3 people for this exciting moment in Bitcoin. Well, it's because it's a work day. Everybody ran off to work with their jobs and their responsibilities.
Oh, there's already water in here? Sheesh.
You people are fantastic. I love you. I'm going to transfer data and do stuff. I will see you later. Thank you for watching the show.
All right, brother.
Thank you to Pinoy, of course.
Of course.
I don't know where
I'm sad that I didn't get here in time for more of the show.
Yeah, bro.
I know I need to wake up earlier. I'm gonna wake up earlier. $41, $333. I'm predicting like 43 by tomorrow, probably. How's the graph looking?
There was what you could call a cup and handle pattern formed, and there hasn't been a response to it yet. But it's right here. This is
holy shit, dude. That shit looks terrific.
This right here, this is a cup, and this right here is a handle. So it's like a cup and handle, and you expect like a giant response up, but it went down. So I don't know.
Right.
It might be delayed.
What time do the Asian markets open? Like 8 o'clock our time?
Tomorrow, it's tonight. They open up tonight.
Okay.
They're still probably open right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Dude, I still remember we were talking about, oh, it's going to hit 35, man. I'm like, dude, that shit's going up, baby. It's only one way up.
Yep.
Long head before you go?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good for the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna dab down.
I will take one for you guys, for you and everybody here. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, bro.
Shout out Mombacho Farms, man.
Mombacho on IG. Mombacho on IG, yo. Check them out on the Insta. Hit up the Insta.
He got that
It's
strong.
so bitter.
Oh, oh, dude.
Later.